I literally am not going to open up any programs other than what we have. So this should keep us going. The update is that there's discussion of a mistrial right now. I don't have any beasts. We don't have the potential for the mistrials coming. I ate 2 bagels. It's over piece of evidence 5. Evidence 5 was just requested along with everything else to be given to the jury for review. Welcome in from Alaska. We're sitting by waiting, and I'm not excited about this waiting thing. I do have to figure out why my internet sucks so bad though. But welcome everybody, welcome back. Of course, if it's your first time here, thank you guys. First of all, I'll be live next Monday. At least you have good company. I have great company, the best of company, the best. But we're waiting on them to actually watch the videos now. Yes, we're actually waiting on them to watch episode, or not episode 5, evidence 5 and the other ones. So they requested 4, and apparently they got through that pretty quick while we were going through and discussing all this stuff. So don't worry, the government's probably paying to expand broadband into your area. I've actually got like stupid fast internet, which is why this is beyond frustrating for me. It doesn't make sense. I remember. So I have actually stupid fast internet, which is why this is so incredibly frustrating. That's not working so well. Because I'm not even like doing anything with my computer at all. There's no TVs on. There's nothing. It just randomly is dropping out. I'm wondering if a squirrel got to my wires again. We had an issue last year that a squirrel ate through one of our wires, and it caused for limited connectivity. It wasn't nearly as, or it was much worse than this, but we'll see. I can give you guys 4 doors. We can do this. We can do this. But I won't. Yes, well, no. Yes, I'm directly connected to the router. So I've got the modem to router to here. Not a stupid question at all. For Maxwell's trial, I believe that they just started, so they're not even going to be close to getting to that one. Recess is just as long as the jury doesn't need anything further, or until they're finished deliberating. I wish they would pay to exterminate these squirrels. They don't do anything useful with the money that they get. Get a new microwave. Sounds. If you get a new microwave, make sure you have a debate Spike Cohen. No, you're good. You're good. No, yeah, no, I will not run a streaming computer for podcasts and all that without having it hardwired Ethernet. But the jury has bagels. I'm sure they've got better bagels than me too, which is frustrating. No, it's I just gotta check my wires again. You think the jury loves the door as much as we do? They probably hate the door. Yeah. Yeah, they aren't even close to getting to like final arguments. I've got everything turned up for the internet speed. I've got everything maxed out. Oh, there are doorist people out there, all right, and they hate doors. The Ahmed Aubrey case is another big one happening right now, and hope the prosecution crushes the defense in that one. Absolutely agree with you, Matt. It's funny. It's like I almost have a producer with me. He's just able to hop in and change it, put in comments for us to keep us up to speed while we sit here and talk about doors and peppers. Who is John Galt? That's the important question. But if you guys have not already, make sure you guys get on over to anchor.fm/muddiedwaters/subscribe. Sign up over there to join in for this Thursday night. Sorry, I'm typing while I'm talking. That's much more difficult than I thought it would be. Join in this Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, where you'll be able to sit down with myself, Matt Wright, and Spike Cohen on the Muddied Zoom call. And we've got some potential stuff coming up. I thought we were going to get something. I thought we were going to get something. Ooh, the flux capacitor. That's a good check. The audio came in for a split second and then it went out. That's why I was verifying when I was interacting with it. We only got that for a couple seconds and then it was gone. I think it was just one of those things. Like he came out here just to talk to somebody about in unofficial capacity. So they realized that and turned it off. Judges are absolutely nude under the robe. At least if I was a judge, I probably would be. Oh, it's the biggest of peppers there, Bob.
Work for them?
Yes.
Okay, good.
They gotta get better about turning this audio on and off. Oh, they keep teasing us.
Where's the DA? Oh, here they are. All right, what's going on is that the parties have agreed on a mode to present over the defendant's objection. The material requested in note number 5, I think, and that's ready to go, and it just needs to be, the right button needs to be pressed, and they can play what they want. And we're going to evacuate this room. Everybody, including everybody. Only the jurors will be allowed in here, and they will be instructed to knock if they want. The bailiff will be outside the door, and the media have to leave. And if you leave anything electronic, the bailiffs are going to search the room. If you leave anything electronic here, make sure to say goodbye, because you will never see it again. So
Big threats.
With the exception of Court TV's materials that are too hefty to move, but they must be shut off once I've instructed the jury. Any question? Okay, fair enough. Let's ask the jurors to come down.
You need a minute to make sure things clear.
Okay, and you need Mr. Kraus here too?
No, but I would
Okay.
recommend that the deputies or the bailiffs walk around and take a visual inspection to make sure there's nothing left behind.
Sounds good. Officers, will you do that? Make sure there's nothing left behind.
All right,
Room while they're doing their work here.
Judge, I'm trying to talk here. Thank you, Judge. Anyways, you guys heard it. So they've come up with an agreement in which the defense disagrees because they are still objecting over evidence 5, that is, of course, the drone video. The agreement is that they're going to use the courtroom in order to have a larger screen for the resolution of that higher resolution video that they've already seen once. That defense was not granted. It may have been a technical issue, or they, regardless of how it came about, they had a lower resolution video. No, the pew 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 is not coming from my end. Just dropping frames like crazy.
This is going to be very short. I'm just going to tell them what's going to happen, and then the minute we all leave, then everything's got to be shut down. Okay.
So it looks as if they're just going to push through on this, and we'll figure out the potential mistrial on evidence 5 at a later time. Of course, if you know anything about government courts, they love to punt things down the way instead of addressing it when it comes up. So that was the decision there. So now they're going to clear out the courtroom. The jurors will come down. The courtroom will then become the deliberation room during the times in which they're watching the video. Once they've concluded that, we'll go ahead and send them away. And the whole reason why they're using the courtroom, I think I started saying it, and then the judge and then this judge decided to interrupt me like he just did, is because they wanted to use the bigger screen with
Autumn leaves and autumn leaves start to fall.
You know what? You know what, Judge? Take that. Take that. So they wanted to use the bigger screen for the higher resolution so that they can get as much out of it as they could. This is how they watched it when the evidence was provided the first time, instead of using the smaller screen, which is probably more similar to what the defense had to use when they were screening this the first time. So that is going to be the path forward on that one. And the mistrial thing will be handled at a later date. If they can prove that there was malicious intent, I think that they can have a case. But merely just saying that there was a difference in what they had, and if they cannot prove that it was with malice, I think that maybe this judge will go ahead and let it go. I'm still perplexed about this internet thing. But
all right, folks, you're here in respect to your request number 5, and what's going to happen is I think it's all queued up, and all you have to do is press the right button, and you can view the material as much as you like, and you can closer to the screen if you want. It'll be your call. You can discuss it, and you'll have complete freedom of privacy, because we're all going to be out of here, and we've already done a check to make sure there aren't any kind of devices that would pick anything up. Then when you're done, there'll be a bailiff outside this door, and just knock and advise the bailiff that you're done, and then you can return to the jury room. Any questions?
Both screens meeting.
I believe that's the one. It's going to be that one. Yeah. Okay. Any question? Come in. The court TV? Yes, they are. I permitted them to stay in here while I did this explanation to you, and then we're going to leave, and they're going to leave. There'll be nobody in here but you 12 jurors. Okay. No sitting in my chair. All right. Anything else? What's that?
How would you know?
Good question. All right. We'll see you in whenever you're.
That remote right there will.
oh no, we're looking back at. Oh, there it goes. There goes the feed. There goes the feed. Who will watch the door? This is somebody needs to watch the door. Who is going to watch the door? Oh, I'm sure the security would have come through and closed it. Wait a minute. Did you just call me Ben Shapiro? Am I a scrawny, tiny, short, Jewish man? Is that what you're accusing me of? Door. The door. I'm offended just being around you guys. Spike is not that short. So here was another fun thing that we learned this weekend. We have not been able to confirm this on with Nolik, but Nolik says she's 5'9", and we trust her. Everyone on Muddy Waters media team who has a weekly show is 5'9", with the exception of me. I am the giant. At 5'10". Who provides with the live feed from the courtroom? We are getting this feed from Law and Crime Trial Network. So when it comes to short people, Spike Cohen is also 5'9". So he's not even that little itty bitty. I mean, if you are a single woman on Tinder, he might be a midget, all right? Because you gotta have 6 foot with 6 figures is 666. But outside of Tinder, Spike's not that small. Ben Shapiro is tiny. So what we've seen today is some evidence, some videos that the courtroom, or not the courtroom, that the jurors wanted to see. They've seen evidence for, which I'm not familiar with which video that one is. They're doing evidence 5 right now in the courtroom. Yeah, Spike is 5'9". He was literally eating salmon in my house. Hold on. There. Do you see that? Me and Spike are very much the same height. You can't really tell which one it is. Spike is in the black shirt, but you can see we are all relatively the same height. You can look on my Facebook profile, or cover photo if you would like more proof. Spike Cohen is 5'9". They're all midgets compared to me because I'm 5'10". But anyway, so back to the court stuff. So today what we've seen is some evidence from the jurors they've been wanting to see. Evidence 5 was the drone footage. For some reason, your comment did not go through to Twitch. That's interesting. How tall is the judge? Evidence 5 is the drone footage. This has been the major point of contention. Because yesterday there was a letter sent to the judge. He finally got to review it today. He's been queasy about this one singular piece of evidence for this whole time, and this just made it worse. So we had the evidence was given to the defense, but it was in a low resolution. They looked at the metadata between the high resolution and the low resolution. The low resolution was made 20 minutes after the high resolution one was made. So there's some concerns there for the authenticity of it, if it was genuine or if it was a malicious action being taken. Some non sequiturs about everything involving that. The judge is really questionable on this, but nonetheless is persisting to give the jury evidence 5 because they've already seen it once, so you might as well just let them see it a couple more times if they want to. They've currently taken over the courtroom. They're watching that, so this is just a still picture here. as they look at it on the big screen. We'll come back. We're probably not going to get a verdict today. I don't think the evidence 5 is going to be enough to sway anyone's vote. So we'll probably come back tomorrow to see it. And hopefully we'll get one there. All right, camera's out a few inches. No height chart by them in the picture. How can we trust them? Yeah, it was truly amazing to see like all of Muddy Waters is like right here on me. Like they're at my hairline, so I've got like just a little bit of a gap over them. Not much of a gap, but enough of a gap. So it's been good. And after my back surgery, I had lost a little bit of height there too. So still got the tip over them. Just the tip. Why didn't I do it that way? All right. Let me snag this photo for anyone who may be questioning how tall they all are. All right. I will give you guys the image of everybody. I don't even know if I'm allowed to post this picture, but we're going to post it anyways. Because look at those beautiful people. Do you see how amazing these people were? And this is why you guys need to stay in touch with what the South Carolina Libertarian Party is up to, because you can miss out on great, amazing events such as this. You know, we've got Matt Wright and superfan Sarah Egg, Ander Egg, Ander something. Myself and of course the amazing, beautiful Kelsey, and Tasha Cohen and her spouse. And I will draw a tape measure for you later. But what's your opinion on how things will go? So I've been of the belief that we were going to see a full acquittal. That we were going to see Kyle Rittenhouse be exonerated on his actions. That it was going to basically be ruled as self-defense and he was going to be acquitted of all charges. The charge against him carrying an illegal firearm, which was something a lot of people wanted to hang their hats on, was already thrown away. And her spouse. Sorry, did I say his spouse? Oops. An island boy. No, not here. So the only thing that they have is those charges of I think it's 5 acts of aggression, 5 counts of aggression. And I don't think that they're going to stick. Now, the question has come is, are we going to get a mistrial and have to do a retrial? Are we going to get a mistrial and get with prejudice where it's just gone? Not sure. Oh, okay, gotcha. Why did the judge send the cameras outside? So part of these juries is that they need to be given privacy during their deliberation. The jury thing is a really particular entity. So their deliberations have to be done in private. They can only deliberate when it is only all 12 jurors in a room and no one else is allowed in those. And so because they're going to be witnessing a video together in the courtroom, they're not allowed to have any recording devices. They're not allowed to have any electronics. They're not allowed to have other people in the room. And so they just brought everything out, shut down the cameras that are too big to be mobile. So likely the camera that we get from our feed, that one has been shut down. And so just giving them as much privacy as possible. His actions were unconstitutional. What do you mean by his actions were unconstitutional? I realize I say that as my feed starts dropping again. Admitting evidence that was already thrown out. No, Josh, it's my internet. We're struggling over here. Hello. We are struggling over here. It is on my end. I'm watching it go down and come back up. He brought up Kyle's post arrest silence as well. Yeah, no, there's some not good actions that were taken. But I think stepping to the point of saying unconstitutional, I think bad actions don't always have to be unconstitutional. So. No, like Facebook shuts off. Huh. No, I haven't had that issue. Granted, I've been on my phone or on my computer all day, and usually it's the mobile app that's causing problems. He challenges rights, yeah. Huh. Yeah, I would recommend like updating your device and everything else. Okay. Did you happen to just pay off your device as well? Yeah, you pay off your device and then everything goes to shit. So we likely will have just a door fest from now until the time that they end deliberation for today. And that'll be that. Okay. Yeah, 24-hour door fest. Wouldn't that just be amazing? Just to be able to all hail the pepper. We still got to get a name for the guy on the right. Mr. Long John Silver, if you will. I don't get why that's not a perfect picture. Y'all are getting way too excited over wood. Hey, some of us like some good wood, all right? This is 2021. You can't. His name will be Dick. We're here for the memes, right? Welcome back to Door Watch 2021. William Wood. Check the Pepper Caucus for my memes. Or for your names. I haven't I got accepted into it and then I never went back to the page. Alright. I'll traverse this. 29 members! You guys, there's only 29 members in the Pepper Door Caucus. Let's go ahead and bump those numbers up. I'm loving this. Spike Johan and Matthias Master. Oh, Sonny's got a great meme on there. All right, I'm gonna save this one. You guys, this is what we're gonna be doing. All right, I'm gonna make a folder for this of all things. New folder. Door memes. All right, you guys ready for this? I don't think you guys are actually ready for it. I don't think you guys are actually ready for this. I don't think you guys are ready for this. If you guys know... You guys know Sonny. Tell me that's not us. Tell me that's not us. We know nothing is going to happen for a while because they're busy watching videos. And we're sitting here going, but that door though. Oh, if we could get the Pepper Door Caucus to be better than the Waffle House, to be bigger and better than the Waffle House Caucus. Oh, I would. Spike Cohen would just be so upset at us. It would be beautiful. Oh. You guys and making this happen. All right, I'm gonna drop it in there. If you guys are on Facebook, make sure you guys get on over to the Pepper Door Caucus. Hey, people are sad that they couldn't create this on their own. It's like a mutiny of sorts. We will have somebody accept you into this wonderful, amazing caucus. Already, didn't I say 27 when I first started? We're at 36 members. This is the fastest growing caucus in the LP in the world right now. All right, starting from 1 to 36. That's 3,600% increase in a day. In a day. This rate's going to be incredibly hard to keep up, but of the day. Yes, Nathan. Can we get t-shirts and hats made? They have to be made out of wood, though. This is... I'm just gonna keep watching this caucus grow. Oh, it's such a big caucus. Oh, that's a good caucus. It's funny, I see people who live in Wisconsin that are like adamant about it being a badger. Shows what you know. We have admins standing by to accept you into the caucus. If they hurt the door, we're gonna have to send in reinforcements. I think that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. 40 members in this caucus. 40 members. That's a 4,000% increase in one day. 4,000. Let's see the Waffle House keep up these numbers. All right, let's just keep that happen. Oh, so big. Such a big caucus. Oh yeah. Just joined in the Pepper Door Caucus. I'm liking it. There's a company that does all wooden watches and laser etches a picture of your face for you. That watch would be dope. Yeah, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. We've completely forgotten that there's a court case going on. We're just like, caucus? Yeah, caucus. I think it's in the title, though. I'm pretty sure that's in the title of today. Then... No, we only care about the door. Yes. And of course the door. There we go. You guys knew what was coming before you even got in here. You knew what was coming. $43 members. Can we get to 50? Can we get to 50? All right, can you invite your friends to join the Pepper Caucus door? Pepper Door Caucus? Pepper Caucus. Pepper Caucus door. Ooh, the Pepper Caucus door. I just found a new rival caucus. The Pepper Caucus door. It's just the door that leads you into the Pepper Caucus. But can we get the Pepper Door Caucus? Can we get this to 50? And you know, once we hit 50, we're gonna have to go to 100. We're gonna have to go to 100. Is that an angry danger? Danger noodle at the guy's legs on the left? It just... Yeah. I couldn't figure out how to join. Came for trial, stayed for the door. Door is love, door is life. Absolutely. So Kyle, great question. So the reason why that drone footage was so was such a point of contention was because of the lowered resolution. Roughly around a third of the resolution, their video was a third of the resolution of what the real one was, or what the high res one was. And as they stated, basically, and we don't know to what authenticity this is, but basically, right, we're going to make claims in court, and this is what lawyers do. But basically, because of the lowered resolution, that they would have come at it from a different angle had it been the high res file. And so that difference there it's got merit to it. So being able to see more, it's going to be you're going to be able to talk more, you're going to be able to apply better defense on those things. And so they're using that as the path of, hey, look, we're having issues. Now, can our caucus get backed by national? The question is are things better off with the LP national backing them? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Tyler, I love the dedication. I love the dedication. True story, tampering with public records and presenting tampered evidence in court are both felonies in Wisconsin. And yes, and that was that's probably one of the reasons also that the defense, the prosecutors grew so offended at this assertion. But the problem is that the way that they were transferring these files were not the normal way in which they were transferring files. So they did like an airdrop tactic to an email to a computer, just shipping it that way. But they did not do it their typical way. And so basically their defense is that we sent it, and if it was a part of the design and the way that it was handled, that's why the quote-unquote compression occurred, but it was not intentional. And so they're trying to say it's not intentional tampering, and that it may be by whatever means of transferring that was by design. You absolutely can join the caucus. If you go on over to the link I dropped a little minute ago, you're more than welcome to hop in on the Pepper Door caucus with 47 members, 3 away from hitting that big 5-0. Because everything that we do here is completely authentic, and clearly this Pepper Door caucus is going to make the world a better place. I've got a couple friends that actually do amazing tattoos. Do you want a black and gray door tattoo? I can, with extreme amount of detail. But is there a chain of evidence attached to it? Are you referring to the drone video? I don't even know what life is without Pepper Door. Yeah, who remembers what life was like 2 days ago? It couldn't have been as good as today. Couldn't have been as good as today. Because we've got door in our life today. We had a door in our life yesterday and a door in life today. Can someone explain the Pepper Door lore? The Pepper Door lore. So we have been... I'll let the comment section explain to you the Pepper Door lore. We've traversed through too many things. I would have to... I think that's kind of what they were going to dive into. Basically, as soon as the conversation started, we were already over the judge's head on his technological expertise, and so that's why he was calling for the experts and everything else to come in and to be able to parse through everything to get an understanding of what had occurred. And I think that may be the path forward on that. Yes. The pepper is on the door. Yes. No, it's a pepper. Derek is nailing it right now. For some reason, Wisconsin loves peppers and putting them on doors. And so why not have a caucus in favor of Wisconsin for something? Only 47 members in the Pepper Door caucus. Looking for 3 more. If you look at the authentic sigil, it's very clear what it is. But when you look at this picture, you have to agree it's a pepper. We do love our folks from Wisconsin, but they gotta understand what peppers look like. Tyler, we're here for changing perspectives, changing lifestyles, and having brighter outcomes. In truly, I mean, the best way to have the best outcome is to have pepper door in your life. I mean, that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. We've been fact checked so many times on this. It's a pepper. The spiciest of doors. I can get you the link. I can get you the link. Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys can't even know about that. But I know about that. And that's... Oh, man. The pepper door. The pepper door is changing lives right now. It's changing the course of life right now. From our oldest to our youngest viewers. The pepper doors. It's a life bringing. Oh. Tyler, I will never give up on the pepper door. Alright, I'm probably gonna give up on the pepper door here soon. But I'm loving you guys. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. And we can't stop talking about pepper door. You just got approved for it? We're at 53 members in Pepper Door Caucus. 5,300% growth. 5,300% growth in the Pepper Caucus today. Peppers don't have legs, but if you put sticks under them, they look like legs. It's the PDC. What up, though? Oh, that's like close to police department. What's the PDC, yo? We got this. Can we get to 60? Sure. Still, if that's a pepper, what's around the guy's neck? Which neck? Are you talking about the guy on the right? We don't talk about Timmy, all right? We don't talk about Timmy like that. We just let Timmy do Timmy things. You'll join if I stop saying it? I don't know that I can stop saying it. I mean, it's one of those things, like, you can say this in quiet because I believe you're in private right now, but just say it. Just say it like 5 times. Tell me you don't enjoy it. Tell me it's not addicting. Tell me it doesn't bring you life and joy. Pepperdor Caucus. The Pepperdor Caucus, the Pepperdor Challenge, the Pepperdor Love, the Pepperdor Life. These things here. These things here. It's been annoying me since 11 a.m. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I can't help you. I will say that we are not trying to annoy you with a better way of living. But I will say that we're just trying to give you a better way of living. I don't know. Oh, the scrolls. He's stuck on pepper instead of caucus. We can talk a lot about a good caucus, all right? A good caucus it's good in my books. You know what I'm saying? This might be a violation of the NAP. We're literally sitting around waiting for them to see if they're going to have better evidence. Oh, that's a big caucus around Timmy's neck. I think I just inadvertently named Timmy on the right. Timmy's a real dick, if you know what I mean. There are so many things that I could be saying, doing to like promote liberty right now, and instead we're talking about the Pepperdor Caucus with 54 members. 54 members in the Pepperdor Caucus. I just gotta say, we're changing lives out here. You gotta get in the caucus. This is promoting liberty. If creating caucuses was promoting liberty, I'm pretty sure the Libertarian Party would have gotten like 600 people elected last 2 weeks ago. Pepperdor Caucus is liberty. Yeah, you're right with that. So I've been convinced. My life has been changed. What more do we need than just the Pepperdor Caucus? Ooh. I just lost some of the streams. There we go. No, we're back. Okay. Yes. The Pennsylvania, if you guys were not aware of that, had over 100 libertarians elected, city councils to county councils, mayors. Do you guys have any representatives there? But you guys had a major showing there in Pennsylvania, and this is something that if you guys are a part of your own states, LP, go check to see what PA did and replicate that. Let's get 1,000 people elected. There are a lot of food related caucuses. I don't know if we're going to count the Pepper Door Challenge or caucus as a food caucus, but Waffle House caucus is definitely a good food one. No, that is a huge change, and that's what's so important, right? Is because when we show our ideas work at the lower levels, it greases the wheels for us to get into state reps, into state senate, into governorship, and those are only going to afford us the the greasing and the slipping into federal senate, federal rep, and potentially even the White House. And so I all too often, right, we become so defensive because we're like, oh yeah, you know, we had a couple people win in city council. And as long as we're able to support those who get elected, right? Whether it's somebody in PA, whether it's somebody like Ashley Shade in Massachusetts, or, you know, wherever, whoever is getting elected, wherever they are. I believe Drew Kennedy of, don't remember where he was getting elected, Oklahoma maybe. When we have people being elected at those grassroots level or at the lower levels, these are springboards. These are people that we need to support. We can help them where we can, build on their successes, and from that we can actually see larger and larger successes. These are the people that people are going to look at, right? When you have a libertarian in office and they go, hey look, we just found this cronyism, hey look, we just found this corruption, hey look, we just found out how we can better allocate the money that we've been taking from you for decades, hey look, we just found some bad projects that have been getting funded. When you look at all of the New Mexico, thank you. When we look at all of these things and the libertarians are pointing this stuff out, now people go, holy shit, these people actually care about the money that they're taking from us. They actually want us to have a better life. They want us to be more free. They don't want to take as much from us. They want to, from what they take from us, they want to use it properly, and they actually want to solve our problems. Huh. Now the mayor is doing it. Huh. Now the state rep is doing it. Huh. Now the federal rep is doing it. Or state senate is doing it. Huh. All right. I guess I'm on board now. By that point, I mean, we're dominating everywhere. We can use these small things, and instead of being ashamed, right? Instead of quickly becoming defensive, well, it's just a small thing. No. These are huge milestones that we're hitting right now. Over 100 libertarians were elected in Pennsylvania alone. Over 150 were elected across the country in one day. This is the springboard that is truly going to ignite more torches of liberty than what we've ever done before. And when you couple that with Spike Cohen campaigning across the country, not campaigning, but traveling the country, firing people up, was it setting the I don't remember what it was, Matt Wright, what's the line? But when you have Spike Cohen coming out there and energizing everybody, getting the base a jumping, You couple that with those wins, you couple that with the new podcasts coming out, you couple that with new people stepping up and stepping out and changing, you couple that with the growing government that has been more and more tyrannical and been pushing people out of the Republican and Democrat Party. When you couple that with all of these different things, what we are on is the edge of greatness. What we are on is the edge of freedom. What we are on is the potential to truly change not only our lives, but our children's lives and our grandchildren's lives for the betterment. So I hope that these wins in Pennsylvania is just the beginning. So if you can, go out there and support anyone who's won. I was not coming on here to rant today. I was not coming out here just to get fired up and get energized. But damn it, you libertarians do it to me. I love you guys. Emotion Spike is life. Derek, or not Derek, Tyler, are you actually unfamiliar with Spike? I would love to have you listen to it. You're renting to friends. I am fired up with friends. I am excited about what the future holds because of all y'all. So we just gotta keep growing on ourselves, keep building on ourselves, and through that do what we can in order to help build on others. And we'll have this all day, every day, in the rain by ourselves. Fuck it. Fudge sticks. Oh, Tyler. Boy, do I have something for you. All of your concerns, all of your reasons for being a Republican, you talk to Spike and he'll make sure you know that what you actually believed in was libertarianism. It's not for a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. I came from the Republican side of things. Spike came from the Republican side of things. But the problem is that the Republican doesn't care about you. The Republican Party cares about itself. And you agree with some of the things, and that's okay. We will make this growth happen. We will, the things that you agree with, right? The ideas of small government, of reduction in taxes, fiscal conservatism, things like that. We can bring that to the forefront. I honestly, if you want to reach out to me one-on-one, I'd be happy to talk to you. I know doing this in kind of this format's not very good. But I'd love to talk with you, learn from you, learn to see where you are, learn to see like what your views are and everything else, and have that conversation. When the LP Facebook posts on Biden and all pages, they should offer the alternatives. I love talking with people that are not libertarians. I prefer it, right? Libertarians we're weird. We're fun. We're weird. We're gonna drive to make a difference. But I love talking with people who we disagree with, because I want to find out why we disagree, and through those disagreements, let's find those common unities. And I think that at the end of the day, we would find that we agree on more things than not, and maybe I can give you that point of view, that perspective. I am definitely weird. Give you that point of view or perspective to convince you that, hey, look, the duopoly hasn't worked for us and they never will, but we can make a difference. They're reviewing the drone footage. Yes, they're reviewing the drone footage right now. The jury is in the courtroom watching this. This is why the feed is turned off, which is why we have a screenshot of the door rather than the door itself. They're reviewing it right now. The mistrial is still being worked on to figure out if that's gonna be the right answer, but because they've already seen this video, the judge is allowing them to see it again. And basically he had spoken to this, and I didn't cover this before, but he had spoken to this, that if they come to a full acquittal, right, there's no need to call for a mistrial. So having that be aired by the judge, of course, this is not in front of the juries, but for him to air that out, I think that he's coming of the inclination that maybe the jury will come to that conclusion as well. Hell yeah, Tyler. I name is Jason Lyon on Facebook. You can find me wherever. You can also just reach out to the Muddy Waters media page. They're on Facebook, and one of us will get in touch with you. Would love to facilitate that. Jason's an all-star. That was not me typing that. You guys saw my hands up, don't type. Appreciate that. Yeah. But yeah, so the judge framing it in that way was so it turned me on to the idea that maybe a lot of us who were voting for B, which was not guilty, maybe the judge is on that same wavelength right now, and this is something that potentially could anger a lot of people, right? Because if they allow for the verdict to go through and the verdict comes back as anything but acquittal, and then he calls a mistrial, now the point of he's trying to manipulate the courts, this is going to be the narrative that gets applied, rather than what kind of was said was, look, I don't think that this is really going to go that way. I think it's going to go the way of an acquittal, and if it goes the way of an acquittal, I didn't need to make a mistrial. There's no need for me to go and cause this problem, right? Because if they have the mistrial, then that piece of evidence, that high-res file, that's probably is going to be administered in. I don't think that they're going to be able to exclude that. So they're literally not doing anything other than saying, look, the mistrial is going to be coupled with the idea that, look, we have to look to see, was this a malicious thing in the way that there was a compressed file sent over to the defense, or was this just an accidental technological whoops? Because let's face it, none of those people really knew what they were doing with this stuff to be it to how it functions. How much longer, we do not know. Was the curfew charge dropped? Yes, the curfew charge was dropped, and it was also dropped. So it was dropped before the charges, or before the court case really came through, on the grounds of everybody was guilty of violating the curfew. The other one that was dropped was the illegal firearms charge. That was dropped. So the only ones that are left are the acts of aggression. So we will see how that unfolds. Spike Johan and Matthias Master. So we're counts 1 through 5. Yes. Yeah, Tyler's coming out here and he's speaking straight up minarchism. I'm loving it. I want the government to have less control and take less of my money. Absolutely. So I don't think I'm wondering what their normal way of transferring it, because what I believe her name was Liz Wasky something, the W lady, what she was saying was most of the things were sent through a Dropbox, and then this one just happened to be through a different means. Nobody's actually allowed to riot. Are all prosecutors in the U.S. as dodgy as this lot? Incredibly so. A lot of them are. Do you think the fact that the jury's taking this long is bad for Rittenhouse? I don't see it as inherent to be bad for Rittenhouse. As kind of what we've covered yesterday and some of today, that the due diligence that they're granting to this case, I think, is important. It's good. There may be a potential wherein that they're trying to convince one or two jurors to come to the side of bettering the charges or lessening the charges for Kyle. That is one possibility, and so allowing for more time, maybe actually reducing those sentences that may be coming through, maybe even moving them all the way to a full acquittal. We don't really know, so it doesn't really concern me with the time that it's taking. I think that it's important that when we look at some of the reasons why it's been taking so long, so the first day they were asking for jury instructions, and then on today they were asking for self-defense, and then now they're looking at more video evidence. So I think that they're just walking through this process in a very diligent way and making sure that they're dotting their I's and crossing their T's. Before all this happens, we have to get out voting under reps with way more accountability. It would be nice if we had any accountability. I've heard about there being 2 jurors wanting to hold out for fear of self-harm, or not self-harm, but harm to themselves or to their family members. That one came out yesterday. Haven't had any follow-up on that yet. Yeah, yesterday they spent a good deal on just instructions. Absolutely, Adam. Before I was libertarian, I found the pepper door. I'm just saying, if the pepper door brings you to becoming a libertarian, the pepper door has just changed life. And then I think, I truly think I will wake up and give 3 hail doors every day. I will wake up and hail the door. I do not believe that we'll have an answer today. I think that the answer will come tomorrow. All hail the door, absolutely. And speaking of tomorrow, make sure you guys get on over to anchor.fm/muddywaters/subscribe. Get on over there. Go ahead and throw us a couple lattes. And then get on the call tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, where it'll be me, myself, Spike Cohen, and Matt Wright. And we'll see if we can get some of the other Muddies teams out there. This will be a monthly call where you get to hang out with us, crack your jokes, ask your questions, and hang out and have a good time with it. I think you'll have a verdict around 6. Are you talking about 6 Eastern or 6 Central? That guy on left. That guy's got a neckerchief on. Don't greet him. Unless you're talking about Matt. Did Matt comment? I haven't seen Matt comment. All right. Yes, do it today. Get the email. You won't regret it. Yeah, I was asking if you meant East Coast or if you meant... Boom. We got a couple people signed up today. So I love you guys. appreciate you guys signing up for this. If this poor kid gets found guilty, you as Americans need to ask some serious questions. Oh, there would be a lot of questions. What is there to keep thinking about? Taking this long, they're trying to find a way to get that guilty verdict. So I don't agree, just because I think that they've been giving it a lot of consideration for every step along the way. I think that they're trying to make sure that they're making the correct decision every step of the way, and that they're taking a long time with this for sure. But I hope that it's in the pursuance of coming to the right conclusion. Charlotte, you can. I would kick you out of here, but I'm gonna change your mind that that's a pepper and that's a door and that's a caucus. Yeah. The trial has begun for Maxwell. It's in the preliminary stuff, though. So, I don't even think we're in the full swing of things yet. Those feet, if you call them, those are sticks in order to convince you that it's not a pepper. See, we're not even watching the door. We're just they brought it back, guys. We have feet again. They have finished watching evidence 5. Presumably, they're going to be deliberating back up in their room. So probably returning everyone back into the room, into the courtroom right now. Hey, Aaron. I think it was Aaron. I appreciate you having the concern, causing me to check to see if this is up. But yes, we now potentially will see some new stuff coming through. The jalapeno popper. I'm just saying, this looks so much better. So much better. Get us back this video feed, not this one. I might have to go change my tie. This one might be a little bit too tight right now. I've been wearing it all day. Give me one moment, please. Definitely not the same tie as Timmy, but I at least changed up the knot to where I can like loosen it a little bit. It comes back shirtless. right, Brady. All right. No more talking about food. We can talk about food. We can talk about some Waffle House caucus. Can't decide if I should cancel my plans in case the verdict comes in. I don't want to miss it. I'm in that same boat, right? I didn't make lunch today because of this. I will get a pepper tie for sure. This is a full Windsor. That's fine. Oof. Oof, quarantine's never fun. Never fun in quarantine. Oh, this is no clip on. I actually, so fun fact, I didn't learn how to do a Windsor, half Windsor, or any of those for years after I started wearing ties. So the last knot that I was wearing, and you guys can go back to the other videos to check this out. I was wearing the Eldridge knot. I've learned a couple of other vanity knots, like the Trinity knot, the E-Deity knot. I think it's the Hook knot, a couple other ones, and I would rock those. And then I went to an interview and I was like, I don't know how to wear a Windsor. So I flopped it together and it worked. The full Windsor sounds more like a wrestling move or an intimate position. I put her in that full Windsor. Oh, I hope my wife got me a Dr. Pepper. Laura, I am so sorry to hear that. No, that's how it is for my business too. It's all without pay. I got tested once and they're like, you're 4 days without pay. I'm like, I don't believe so, James. I'm so sorry to hear or to tell you that. I don't think that we're gonna be getting one. Dr. Pepper is the official Pepper Door caucus beverage. Oh, oof. I feel like if we're talking peppers, milk has got to be it. No, I agree, Cajun. I don't think it's happening today either. But we're here for the door. This door, not this door, but this door, not this one. Not to be confused with this one, or not to be confused with this one, but this one. Yes. Yes, Justine. So yes, if he's ruled as self-defense in all four matters, or all 4 or 5 matters, in all 5 of them, then that is, that's acquitting of all charges, right? Self-defense just basically means that he had done nothing wrong. He was not the agitator. He was acting only in self-defense or the defense of others. Sorry about the kid. And so that will acquit all other charges. Today has been a great day for the Waffle House caucus to grow. We're at 58 members right now. 58 members. Can we get to 60? We have 5 moderators in there. We need a couple more. Oh, Travis, there is a Pepper Door caucus. There are many doors out there, but this is a nice door. I think it's going to be amazing if we have Waffle House and Pepper Door caucus buttons. We're going to eventually get to where we have like pieces of flair for how many caucuses people are in. Is the Pepper Door caucus in alignment with the Waffle House caucus? I don't think so, because Waffle House caucus has got an ass, you know, the all-star special, the leader of the pack, and that we understand that the Pepper Door is the only lead in our lives. So we can't have an alignment with something that is so good and gracious and loving and caring, such as the Pepper Door, and then having somebody that's a complete ass, which is Spike Cohen right now. Yes, the restaurant from Office Space. Yes. Exactly. Waffle House does not have peppers. Oh, yes, it does. Waffle House does have peppers. You could get yours peppered. You get your hash browns peppered. It literally is jalapeno peppers. No, we need more caucuses, not less. Pepper Door, Peckermore, Peggerlore. I don't care. Just give me the caucuses. Yeah, you guys definitely need to be in 21 different caucuses in order to join this caucus. 65 members in this caucus right now. I feel like I need to be a moderator just to be able to monitor people coming in, just to keep adding them. Oh. And please remember, guys, if you guys do go over to anchor.fm/muddiedwater/subscribe, you guys can sign up to join in for the tomorrow night's call, and we will make sure to get you an email with that invitation for tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, where we're doing the first of many Zoom calls each month. It will be after tonight's, or after tomorrow night's, be the second Tuesday or second Thursday of every month at 8 p.m. I can't get my days of the week down. But I love you all, appreciate y'all, and don't be afraid to let everyone else know that you joined the Mudsketeers. Put a post in the Muddy Waters group. Put a comment in any live feed if you do it while you're seeing a live feed. Don't be afraid to share the love. Don't be afraid. Yes, I love that we're just openly calling people out in the comment section now. Come join. Door is love, door is life, door is liberty. You got plans tomorrow? Oh, I appreciate it. Well, your family could come on the Zoom call too, but we'll get you for next month. How about that? So we're still waiting, just to give you guys an actual full recap of what's going on right now, because it's been a minute since I gave you this. We are still waiting for deliberation. I could probably throw that chat back up. Waiting for deliberation to complete. They just watched evidence 4 and now evidence 5. I put the chat back up and now they're shaking video cameras at us. So with that, we are just merely waiting for them to finish coming back. Likely what we're going to have is the judge come through and say, look, they're still in deliberation. We're going to go ahead and recess until tomorrow. Likely going to be that 9 a.m. slot again, which tomorrow we will try to see if we can get someone to, thank you, Derek. We will likely try to see if we can get somebody to run the stream for the day. It will not be me. I will be at work. Sean, our fears, potentially, our fears are usually what drives us whenever we're having to wait. It's why if you ever want somebody to talk, you just sit there quietly in front of them, ask them a question. Once they give a first answer, it's the uncomfortableness, it's the waiting thing. They're gonna start talking. Don't let the fears get to you. The fact that the Titanic doesn't have a caucus is a crime. No, it doesn't need a caucus. The Titanic was just all about a woman trying to get laid. Never want to see you in a dress, just saying. Does anyone have the drone footage that they're talking about? The drone footage is out. It's been released. It was on Tucker Carlson, which means that it's literally everywhere right now. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on Twitter, it's everywhere. Did he comment on the motion? I had to answer the phone. He did comment on the motion. He really doesn't like this circumstance that he's in. He spoke to the idea that he was like, look, if there's a full acquittal, there's no reason for a mistrial. So I think that he's leaning, I think that the evidence has led him towards that conclusion. And he may just be hoping that the jury's coming to that same conclusion as well. But he has not yet called for the mistrial. Whoever streams out must join the Pepper Door Caucus. If mistrial happens and a retrial happens, I assume witnesses will be called again. If Gage goes under oath and contradicts what he said under oath in the first trial, is that perjury, or is everything in the first trial null and void? That is a fantastic question, Kyle. I am not exactly sure, but I do believe that it would be it potentially would be perjury. The room seems so much brighter now. I think because the door has done so much for us. Let me make sure I've got the sound back on. Yep. Look at that creaky chair.
For the jury?
Oh! He's calling down the jury.
Now, please.
We'll be right there.
Thank you.
Here it is. Here it is. All right, tag your friends. Tag your friends. Get them in here. Breaking news. The jury's coming down. Verdict, verdict, verdict. And the jury finds the Pepper Door Caucus to be the greatest caucus of today. Sorry. Got a little ahead of myself. All right. Let's go ahead and take this away. Oh. Let's keep that up, huh? She's texting her friends like, jury's coming down. The jury's coming down. They're going to bring the jury down just for everyone to go nuts at the Pepper
Good
Door.
afternoon, folks. We're going to break for the day, and
Damn it!
I'll let you decide again how many want to stick to the 9 o'clock. Okay, I won't even ask for any alternative. You didn't raise your hand, and you're out of luck. What's it? 8 o'clock? You're welcome to come here if you want.
Damn it!
A break for the night, and please don't talk about the case, read, watch, or listen to any account of the trial. No talking with other jurors, no talking with members of your household or anybody else, and don't read, watch, or listen to any account of the trial. Any questions? See you tomorrow. Have a great night.
I love you all. I appreciate you all hanging out with us today.
to talk, but not about the case.
I love you all. Appreciate y'all hanging out today. Your homework for tonight is to get one person recruited to the Pepper Door Caucus. I will I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
One of the jurors said we didn't sit in your chair, so I'm glad that they're a jury that follows the rules. All right. Anything else before we break for the day?
I presume, Judge, that the 6 jurors that are the alternates are still around today?
They are, and I'm glad you said something. I forgot all about it. We got to talk to them too. Want to ask Mrs. Herman if she'll bring those in? I want to talk to the other jurors, the 6.
Is the court going to keep them around again for long?
Yes.
Good. Thank you.
There's homework that sucks. Get us one member. Get us one recruit for
I
the
never
Pepper
did
Door
get around
Caucus.
to talking to the jury about the ceiling, and this courtroom's almost 100 years old. One of the few.
No. All right. So that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. No verdict. They're coming back 9 a.m. tomorrow. So about 10:15 Eastern is when the stream should be up. If you guys want to go over to the Law and Court on YouTube, that's where we've been stealing ours from. I will try to see if we can get somebody to stream here on Muddy Waters Media, because we got to get the Pepper Door Caucus continuing to build, continuing to grow. Like I said, you guys got a homework assignment. Try to get one person recruited, each of you, to the Pepper Door Caucus. And a lot of things developed today on this case. We'll see. We'll see what unfolds tomorrow. Get a Spike. Spike is currently sitting in North Carolina, so I'm sure tomorrow he'll be driving back. I don't think that I can really delegate that to him, but I will do what I can in order to get somebody to bust up the stream, even if it's just merely the door and the stream, and you guys just get to watch that. I'll do what I can. Okay. But I love you all. Appreciate y'all. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, if you guys want to hop in on that Zoom call, I'm sure we're going to discuss this. Eskimo, that's 6 a.m. Eskimo's time. Oof. So, but tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, if you guys want to hop on over to the Zoom call, I'm sure that we're going to discuss this in some ways. Too many people are going to ask about it. Too many people are going to want to know about it. I believe Cajun's on tonight. Spike Cohen is on 8 p.m. Eastern. He's going to be doing it live from the rally event. So that'll be good. Let me think here. But yes, so tonight we got Spike Cohen, My Fellow Americans, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tune in for that. It's going to be great. He's going to be up there in Raleigh. Tomorrow night is the Zoom call, the once-a-month Zoom call. Friday night will be Eskimo and Cajun from Bayous to Igloos. And then next week, next Monday, I will be back on my regular show, Monday nights. Mr. America, The Bearded Truth with Jason Lyon. I have Dwayne Lester coming on. We're going to have a hell of a show as always. So make sure you guys get your homework assignment built up. We can get to 100 members in one night, and I think that's fantastic. And Matt did steal my child's crayons. We'll handle that in another day. But with that, guys, I love you all. Appreciate you all so much. Stay good, stay well, stay fighting the good fight for liberty. I love you all. And then Tyler, if you're still sticking around in the comment section, feel free to send me a message. We'll chat it up, man. All right, be well.